What's up, everybody? Welcome to another video, and today I'm hanging out with Tucker.
What's up?
And today what we did is look at some of his really old cars, and I think that went well.
Oh yeah, I think it did too.
So, you know, it's gonna lead for future videos, because next I want to do of us driving them around, so that's gonna be fun. So I hope you guys enjoy the video.
Yep, and check out my channel at Tucker Hudson. It's just my name anyway, so y'all find it and like and subscribe.
Gotta keep this place a secret.
Hudson.
It's a Dodge truck Hemi.
Is that on the chassis of the Dodge?
No, it's got the original Hudson frame under it. It's got a Fat Man front end
Fat
and a
man.
Lincoln rear end.
Can you explain what a Fat Man front end is?
A guy in Charlotte, Fat Man Industries, he makes them. Hot rod front ends. That's what's under it.
Okay. Let's see. Who did the woodwork on the tires and the inside of it?
Who did the painting?
Mm-hmm.
A Mexican here local. He did the dice and all that.
Uh-huh. And did you do the paint job?
Yes,
You did?
I didn't, but I did.
You didn't, but you did.
One of my students actually did the painting, the spraying,
And where did you teach?
Greenwood Tech.
How long did it take him to do it?
From the time I pulled it out of the shed till we drove it, it was two years, and about 2 months.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit of history about this car?
This car was belonged to a local guy in Greenville. He was a drummer back in the big band era days, and he went all over the country, and he found this car. The reason he had it was because it had that aluminum Murphy body on it. It's a special body. It's not a Hudson body. It's aluminum. So that's the reason he had that particular car.
And how was the condition of this car when you first got it?
Wouldn't nobody else have had it but me. That's about the way it is.
Well,
You've seen the pictures, right?
I've seen the pictures. What year is this car?
It's a 1934 Ford four-door.
Can you tell a little bit of history about the car?
Well, it's a local car. It was bought in Greenville. A friend of mine drove it to high school. They live within 2 miles of right here. And he parked it in a garage, and it sat there about 30 years. And finally I talked him out of it, bought it, and restored it.
How long did it take you to restore it?
About a year and a half.
What motor is this?
got the original Ford flathead, old 34 Ford flathead motor, transmission, rear end, all original mechanical brakes. No, just back. It's not a hot rod.
This is stock classic car.
Stock, basically classic, stock.
And did you do the paint job on this car?
Did I do I didn't paint it. It's got the original paint on 99% of the car, and the same guy that painted the Hudson clear coated the body. It wasn't painted, it had clear coat put on the original Washington blue paint.
Can you tell?
Huh?
Dearborn blue.
Dearborn blue, yeah.
Can you tell us a little bit about the doors? Why they're like they are?
Well, the suicide door. Well, that was something Ford and a lot of cars back in its day had suicide doors. Now, I can't answer why they did, but it's suicide front, just regular rear.
They're both suicide.
Huh?
That one's both doors are suicide.
This one?
34, both are suicide.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
The Hudson, the front suicide, the back's regular.
Okay, I'm wrong. They both suicide doors.
Can you tell us what year this truck is?
It's a 1935 Ford.
And what motor is in it?
It's got a later model. It's flathead, but it's a later model flat, 49.
And what did that come out of?
49 Mercury.
Mercury?
Yeah. And transmission, rear end, front axle, all that's original. The vehicle was painted in 1960, but it's never been restored. Basically original. I got that vehicle by restoring a 33. Fella said, I'll give you the 33 if you'll restore the 35. I told him no. I got to think about it. My labor was cheap, so that's the way I got that truck.
And how long did it take you to get it where it is?
All we did was pulled it out of the barn, put a motor in it, redid the brakes, and started driving it. Washed it. That's all I've ever done to it, is working on the brakes and put the motor in. Tore the transmission up, so I did fix the transmission.
Right. And there's a magnet on the side of the car that says early Ford V8. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I'm a member of the early Ford V8 of America. It's a worldwide, early Ford V8's worldwide, all overseas. You know, it's a big club. We have a local club. Got about 50 members.
Has it ever been used for anything like commercials or anything like that?
Yeah, we made a commercial with Ingles stores up in Asheville, Ingles Markets.
What kind of car is this?
That's a 40 Plymouth Coupe.
Where'd you get it?
It's come out of Hendersonville, North Carolina. A friend of mine had it. And I painted a 32 Ford Coupe for that car. And completely restored it. It didn't have any rust or anything. It was a real solid old car. And I bought this in the 90s, but I bought a 85 Dodge Dakota pickup and put every piece of it in that car except the gas tank. The engine, transmission, rear end, front suspension, air conditioning, heater, radio, cruise control. I put even the seats, everything's out of that Dodge Dakota. Now I painted it myself. Got leather interior.
Can you tell us a little bit about the history about the car?
Well, the only thing I know is it came out of Hendersonville, and really I don't know anything before that. But I had the car several years before I restored it.
What color is the car?
That's a radar blue in it. It's a S10 Chevrolet radar blue. One of them flip-flopping colors.
Where did you build it at?
In my basement.
Yep. What kind of car is this?
It's a 46 Ford two-door sedan. That car was a Georgia police car at one time. I found it down in Clinton, South Carolina, and bought it and brought it home and did a frame-off restoration, completely put it back all original 46. But I had to do a complete inside and outside restoration on it.
What kind of motor's in it?
It's a flathead.
Is it the original motor?
No, it's a later model. It, by the way, is a Mercury too.
Is the interior...
The Mercury's got a little more cubic inches. They're a little bit stronger motor than the Ford.
Is the interior stock?
It's back close to original that it came with. Real close. We redid it all, but it's close to original. About it.
And there seems to be a little burnt patch on the hood. What happened there?
The carburetor caught on fire.
What kind of engine was in it when it caught on fire?
The same one that's in it now. Carburetor. I had different carburetors at that time. That car too, when I got it, they put a red light in the center of the dash inside, and it had a radio antenna on the rear bumper and on the quarter panel. So it had two radios in it at one time. It must have, because it had two antennas.
What does it mean when it says Super Deluxe?
Well, that's just it's got more chrome and different grill and just several things different about it. It's not just a standard model.
What kind of car is this?
That's a 65 Chevrolet El Camino. When I got that car, all the body work and painted had already been done. It had no engine or transmission. The guy that had it lost the bumper and the hood molding and the rocker panel moldings and a bunch of the parts and door glasses. So it sat under a shed several years, and I finally got it out and went to work on it. It's got a 90 IROC 350 engine and transmission in it. The rear end, all the brakes and all that, I put power brakes, put a power steering, put a heat and air in it, and I finally found all the chrome and all I needed to put it back in there. And redid the interior. That's about it.
With all the newer Chevy engines and transmission, is it fast? I think that's
Faster than you want to run it.
That's probably the question everybody wants to know is it fast?
It's faster than you'll drive it. Literally, if you get out there on the road and just flowboard it, it'll burn the tires off. But it also go around on you too.
What is the average horsepower of this car?
It's 350 cubic inches. I really don't know what the horsepower is. That IROC was had a little more horsepower than the regular 350, so I don't. It's a tune port engine.
How about the interior? Was it done when you got it?
No, I had to redo it. In fact, the original seats, I took it out and put a bench seat in it with a little armrest
Where'd you get the bench seat?
out of a Dodge Dakota pickup. This is the one that come with that truck I bought.
How did you find all these cars?
Just looking up, really. Really wasn't hunting anything but that Hudson. The Hudson's the only one I really went after. And I wanted it just because of what it was, you know, because it had the aluminum body and all that.
And these cars, they're so old and everything, it's probably hard to find parts for them. So where do you get parts for them?
Well, you look around, you can get on the internet, you can find most anything you want, except probably for that Hudson. You probably have a problem finding parts for it, but other than the rest of them, you can get parts.
Okay.
They auctioned the cars off. That Hudson didn't go to North Carolina. But the radiator cap hood ornament was a flying lady. I bet $125. Some guy wanted it worse than I did.
Because they're worth a lot now.
Yep, and check out my channel at Tucker Hudson. That is just my name anyways, so y'all find it and like and subscribe.
Well,
Dang, that plug-in.